Hey guys, it's George. Welcome to today's video. Today we're here to talk about the Oscars 2021 red carpet looks, and I'm disappointed. I'm just gonna say it. I was going through the looks and I was just like I was looking for like a Jennifer Lawrence, like Dior moment, like something iconic. No one was serving that up. So let's just get stuck into these looks, and I'm gonna be honest. If you're new to Fashion Expert Reviews, let me explain how it's going to work. I've got some of the red carpet looks here on my laptop. I'm gonna go through and talk references, designers, silhouette, and much, much more. And then I'm going to rate each look as it's a review out of 10 Oscars, as we're at the Oscars. I'll also leave some articles linked in the description so you can check out the looks for yourself and see plenty of the other looks from the red carpet. So first up, we've got Amanda Seyfried in Armani Prive. This look is stunning. This is one of the few good ones. I think this color looks absolutely beautiful on her. I think we've seen her a lot in red on the red carpet, and it really works on her skin. It works with her hair. I like the fact as well that with her makeup, she's not done like the matchy red lip. It's this like deeper red tone. I think it's beautiful. The silhouette on her is so good as well. The plunging neckline, showing off the girls. If you got it flaunted, it's really snatching her in at the waist. And then it's giving her a really nice shape at the hips before it flares out to the floor. The fabric looks so beautiful as well. It looks luxurious. It's this tulle that's been like really gathered together, then it's all flaring out. And as well at the top, that little ruffle just above the bust, like it's just right. Imagine if that was a clean edge, it would look completely different. The ruffle at the top really ties this look together. I think the styling on this is perfect as well. They've not put a necklace on to really let that neckline do all of the work, and they've kept the jewelry very simple, just a few bracelets, a few rings, some nice earrings. If this had like a big old necklace on it, even like a little simple necklace, do you know what I mean? The neckline is what's doing all of the work here. I'm gonna give Amanda Seyfried 10 Oscars. I think this look is a fantastic example of what we should be seeing at the Oscars. It is perfection. Next up, we've got Vanessa Kirby in Gucci. Again, I think this look is fantastic. I love that nude pink color on her skin tone. It's like very nude, barely there, and then it's got this beautiful train coming down. I like the cutout, that flash of skin. Again, that very clean neckline. I think the top could have been fitted a bit better. In this picture, it looks like there's a few like fit issues with it, but I think the overall silhouette on her looks absolutely beautiful. And then what's also really nice is that on her lips and on her nails, she's got this really like deep wine contrasting color. It's just that contrast between the light and the dark. It works really, really well. What I think is really nice about this as well, from like a really kind of like fashion perspective, is that you can see all of the construction. You can see the paneling around the hips. You can see the lines going down. It's just really nice to see the work that would have gone into this dress, because it is a really interesting silhouette. I'm gonna give Vanessa Kirby 9 Oscars. I think this looks fantastic on her, and I like the contrasting lip and nail color. I think that's incredibly smart. Next up, we have Zendaya and Valentino. I feel like on the red carpet, we're seeing either like bright, bold colors or like nude, subdued, or like blacks. So I think this color looks beautiful on her skin. So good. And I feel like we're seeing a lot of cutouts on the stomach. I think it's a really interesting shape. It's very summery. I like that like twisted ruche detailing on the bust, and then the fact it like comes down and flares out. I feel like this shot isn't the best. I'll have to see like some others, because I feel like the wind's like hit her from behind and it's blown all the fabric forward. Whereas I think if we find a shot where there's like no wind, do you know what I mean? It'll look a lot better. Yeah, look at this picture of Zendaya here. It looks so much better. Like just that wind swept her away. You can see that train coming down in the back to the floor. It looks so much better here in this shot. Oh my God. Only thing I don't really like is this heavy necklace around her neck. I think if they left it to more of like the choker piece than the one coming down. I think it's nice that you can see that there are yellow stones in the jewelry that ties into the dress, but I just think if you are going for a strapless neckline, it is best to kind of like leave it more subdued and clean because it just lets the neckline do all of the talking. Do you know what I mean? Like, put some like glow on your shoulders, that kind of thing. I'm gonna go ahead and give Zendaya 9 Oscars. I think the color on her is beautiful. The silhouette of the dress is beautiful. The toned abs, girl, oof. I just think taking that necklace off, 10. Next up, we have Halle Berry in Dolce & Gabbana. I do not support Dolce & Gabbana, and I'll just fully say it, I do not like this dress. The colour of it on her is great. It looks fantastic on her skin. But I don't like this big flouncy piece right on her stomach. What woman wants to have something giving her volume on the stomach? Do you know what I mean? And in other shots as well, to me, it's just... no. I don't think it's the most flattering thing to put on the dress. If you took that away, then yes, maybe. And I also don't like the hair. I'm sorry, Halle Berry. Everything in the press is about her like bold new haircut. Everyone's saying they love it. I don't like it. I think it's very severe and it doesn't go with this look. I'm gonna give Halle Berry 5 Oscars. Let's move on. Laura Dern. Yeah. I think the silhouette is just very confusing. It's very tight on top and then like it explodes in this asymmetric line across her hips and like just comes down. And when I was studying fashion design, I was taught to think of like an actual silhouette the outfit would like leave behind if you like took it out. Do you know what I mean? To say like, if this picture was completely black and then I pulled her out of it and it left like a white solid block in the middle, what silhouette would that leave behind? Not a good one. Sorry, Laura Dern. I'm sorry. And all of the memes like comparing it to Bajork in that like swan dress. The swan dress moment, questionable, but it will be an iconic Oscars moment that will always go down in fashion history. And this is just like a version of it that doesn't, do you know what I mean? It's not more iconic. It's just a version of it that people are like watching, thinking. I don't get it. I don't get it. So Laura Dern, I'm going to be giving you 3 Oscars. I'm sorry, girl. I'm sorry. Next up, we have Viola Davis in The Queen, and I'm in 2 minds about this. Part of me is like, I like it, she looks great. And then there's another part of me that like, it just looks a bit like wedding-y. Like, she looked great. I will not take that away from her at all. I think the silhouette on her is really great. It's a really nice length. It's actually like to the floor. If you're going to give me a full length gown, I don't want to see it floating around your ankles. So the silhouette on her is great. I just think it's giving me like a wedding vibe. And I think it's because of like the very like delicate like placement of those like petals and like feather looking pieces on the top. And then she's got all of like the like low dangly earrings that are diamonds and like the clutch of the diamonds. Do you know what I mean? It's just, I think if you're doing white on a red carpet, it needs to be a bit edgier. Whereas I feel like this is a bit too like soft and romantic. And that's why I'm getting like that wedding vibe. I'm going to give Viola Davis 7 Oscars. I think she looks great, but it is just a bit wedding-y. Next up, we have Olivia Coleman in Dior. I love the red colour on her. That heel looks so high. Look at the arch of her foot. I'm like, oh, don't hurt yourself. I really like the colour, and that's kind of where it stops. I think the length on her is really nice, and like the little belt at the waist and the high neck, yes. I just think the sleeve is too much volume in it and it looks too long. It looks like the sleeve's like bagging up around her wrist. You've got the volume there and then it just looks like there's too much fabric on the sleeve. I think that's the thing for me that I don't, you know. And then I like the red shoe, but then she's got that clutch. I don't know whether the shoe should have been like a lighter colour or the clutch should have been different. The clutch just can completely like contrast out. It doesn't necessarily go with the look. She looks good though. It's the sleeve. Bye. Bye-bye. Olivia Coleman is gonna get 7 Oscars. She looks great. It's just the sleeve. Next up, we have Angela Bassett and Alberta Ferretti. I like this apart from the sleeves. I think the sleeves are too much. Overall, the colour on her is great. The silhouette on her is great. I love that split. We can see it's lined. It's a really nice neckline. We can see again, she's left the neckline clean and she's just gone for a statement earring. I just think with like the train and like the pieces coming out of the back, and like you can see it's a mix of like sheer and like solid fabric, which is really nice textures together. But just that big puff sleeve, I just don't feel like it needs it. Yes, it's the Oscars, it's a red carpet, you want something that's going to make a statement, but I still feel like this would have made a statement without the sleeve. Just imagine the sleeves gone, and you can see like how clean and beautiful the silhouette would have been. Like, getting the scissors out again. Goodbye, sleeves. I'm gonna give Angela Bassett 7 Oscars. Like I said, great look, the sleeves just need to go. Here we've got Andra Day in Vera Wang. I think she looks great. I've seen a few like tabloids being like, oh, like worst dress, her ass is out. Let the girl show off the goods. I think she looks fantastic. Her body is great. The gold looks so good on her skin. The updo, it's perfect. I love the cutout details. I like the train that comes down to the floor. She's got that barely there shoe on. I think she looks great. I don't think tabloids should be shaming her for getting the body out. Like, she's young. If she wants to show it off, let her show it off. It's an ass. Let's get over it. I'm gonna give Andra Day 9 Oscars. I think she looks absolutely fantastic. The gold color on her skin, ooh, love. So I've kind of put like all of the gold looks together. So we've got Carrie Mulligan in Valentino. Again, I like it, but I don't. I feel like the gold on her skin, it's not the best color for her skin. I think it's far too yellow for her skin. She is incredibly, incredibly fair. And I think, to me, it kind of looks like it's wearing her than she's wearing it, because that skirt is so full. I don't think it's the right color for her. If we compare Andra Day and Carrie Mulligan side by side, you can see what I mean about how I feel like Carrie Mulligan, the dress is wearing her. Do you see what I mean? What I do like about this is that the fact it's 2 separate pieces. We've got that strapless top, she's left the neckline very clean, and then we've got that flash of skin, so the skin helps to break up that like solid gold. I just feel like there's too much volume for her. She looks very petite, very fair, so I think where there's so much volume and I don't think it's the right kind of tone of gold for her, that's why I'm a bit like I'm gonna give Carrie Mulligan 6 Oscars. It's a good look, it's just needs a bit of tweaking in my opinion. Our next gold look is Leslie Odom Jr. in this gold Brioni suit. I like the fact it's double-breasted, DB6 in industry terms. He's got a peak lapel, which means your lapel pieces come out further than your collar pieces. I like it, and it's nice to see a guy in just something different. There is a sea of boring black suits on the red carpet, as always. Boring, not even nothing about them, different textures, different cuts, nothing. Bog standard. So I appreciate this. I just think the gold shirt underneath is a bit much. Like, if that was a white shirt or a black shirt, it just would have broken it up a bit, where it's literally all the same tone of gold. But the tone of gold on his skin does look really, really great, and I like that black shoe with it. So I'm gonna give Leslie Odom Jr. 7 Oscars. This is my favourite menswear look. Hands down, we've got Ashton Sanders in Dior. Yes, it is a black suit. I was just slating black suits, but he's got that lace glove. He's got the sunglasses. He's styled it up. And the cut of this is so contemporary. This is a contemporary menswear tux. So we've got that beautiful satin shawl lapel coming down into that low break, which is going to sit right at his waist. You can see from the silhouette of this picture, it's snatching him in right at the waist. And then the tail pieces are slightly flaring out. It's a very slim silhouette. And then he's got those really nice tailored trousers of that black patent shoe. And then the lace gloves just give it such a cool texture. It's a cool way to style it. It's a bit of a feminine edge. If you are a regular viewer, you know I'm here for that. So Ashton Sanders, 10 Oscars from me. You look fucking incredible. And then we have this moment. We have Questlove. I will admit I don't know who Questlove is. However, I know that they are the person who wore metallic gold Crocs to the Oscars. Let me say that again. Metallic gold Crocs to the Oscars. It's no. I've nothing more to say about this apart from those 3 words. Metallic, gold, Crocs. To the Oscars. I'm sorry, Questlove. You are getting 1 Oscar out of 10 for this. No. Next up, we have Erica Rivenoja in this really beautiful colour, this bright magenta pink. And if we just block out the top half of the picture, that very strange pleated cape, the silhouette on her is great. It can really nicely fits her around her hips. It comes to the floor. It's not one of those like floating gowns. That is great. However, the pleated cape, I just don't get it. I really don't understand it. It makes the silhouette so bizarre. Like, imagine if the cape was gone and it was really fitted up to the bust and then it came across her shoulders and it had that really nice, like, off the shoulder moment, the clavicle out. Amazing. It would have had this like vintage kind of like Marilyn vibe about it, but no, they put this really strange cape over the top. And then there's this really hilarious picture here where the wind swept through the red carpet and has blown the cape into her face. I feel like that's something that should have been thought about with the designer, something that should have been considered as red carpets are outside. So, and then just to add into this mishmash, she's carrying a shrimp shape printed clutch. I don't get it. It doesn't go, it doesn't work. I don't know if she watched Seaspiracy and felt inspired. Fuck knows. So I'm sorry, Erica Rivenoja, this has to be 5 Oscars. It's 5. The bottom half saves you, but... Next up we have Regina King in Louis Vuitton. I really like this silhouette. I just think that the way the stones have been placed on those shoulder pieces and the colour of the dress as well, it's kind of giving me like butterfly wings. And I feel like Regina King is a grown, sexy woman, and this is just a bit too like innocent and sweet for her. I think the silhouette is fantastic, like that strong shoulder, and then it comes in at the waist, it skims over her hips and hits right to the floor, and that like stoning coming down, the colour of it. I just think something different should have been done on the shoulder because it is just giving me like straight up butterfly wing, which I'm not really feeling. I'm gonna give Regina King 8 Oscars. I think besides from the fact it's giving me like a bit too much of like an innocent sweet vibe, she does look great. The hair works of it and the colour on her skin, it looks so good. Again, minimal jewellery. It really lets the dress do all of the talking, and that's how it should be with that strong shoulder. Reese Witherspoon in Dior. I'm bored. She looks great, but I'm bored. It's not... There's just nothing like wow about it, do you know what I mean? She looks nice, she looks great. The belt really cinches her in at the waist. I love that deep tone of red. The pleating, again, is to the floor. It's not that like awkward length. It's nice, but that's about it. Do you know what I mean? I'm gonna give Reese Witherspoon 7 Oscars because it's nice, but boring. Next, we have Margot Robbie in Chanel Couture. The colour on her is great. I'm loving like the glowy, like golden tan. Margot Robbie always looks beautiful. And this dress is beautiful, but again, it's just a bit boring. Just a little bit. Do you agree? Just a little bit boring. It's a nice shape. It's a nice shape across the bust. You can see it like comes in at the waist. Again, it skims over her hips right to the floor. I think the silvery colour is great with that floral motif. Like, it looks expensive. It looks very Chanel. But it's boring. Like Reese Witherspoon, Margot Robbie is going to get 7 Oscars. It's nice. But it's boring. Here we've got Han Yuri in Louis Vuitton, this beautiful red dress. I really like this. I think it's a really, really nice silhouette. She's got that like halter neckline. It comes in at the neck. She's got that ruffle coming down with like the oversized buttons. And from far away, they just look like normal buttons. But when you zoom in, they kind of give you like that like sundial vibe. They're like gold and silver. I think it gives a really nice like metallic feature to the dress without it being overbearing. And then you can see again, it comes in at her waist, over her hips, to the floor. The red is such a nice colour on her as well. And again, minimal jewellery because she's got all of those embellishments on the dress. She doesn't need much jewellery. She's just got a simple ring on, a nice little like hoop earring. The red lip does match the dress and it works here. I think it's nice. It's a really nice red on her skin as well. So I think great look. Great look for Han Yuri. 9 Oscars for you. Next up, we have Kahutha Ben Hania. I like this dress. I just think it looks too long for her. I keep going on about dresses to the floor, but where it is, it looks like it's a very structured dress and the fabric looks like it has a lot of structure. It looks quite stiff. And I think where you can see it like folding out right at the floor, to me that suggests that it's a bit too long. And I think this is one of those dresses where she would have got away with it like skimming above the floor a bit, having a little toe out, because it would have given it this really nice like vintage silhouette. I think keeping the embellishment just at the shoulder, again, that works really nicely. It's really nice to see it hitting her waist. She's got the pleats to give her like some shape at the hip. The construction is nice. It works on her skin. She's got that silver hair clip in, tying into the embellishment. I just think it's a bit too long. For me, there's a slight fit issue here. I also don't understand like the red like satin kind of like fabric strip around her wrist. It kind of looks like a festival, like oh, I'm going to the Oscars red carpet, but I don't want to take my like festival bands from the summer off. Like that's what it makes me think of. I don't understand the red, but the rest of it is great. I just want to like, you know, take some length off for her. But other than that, I'm going to give this 7 Oscars. Next up, we've got Maria Baklova in Louis Vuitton. I really like this. Again, it's giving me wedding vibes, but I think that's just that full tulle skirt. And you can see in the shot here when she pulls the tulle out, it is huge. But she's wearing the dress. The dress isn't wearing her. I think it looks really great on her. The tone of white looks really great on her skin. The very simple jewelry. It does have that bridal edge like Viola Davis did, but I think that's just the tough thing with a white gown. It's always going to be compared to that unless there's like something edgy about it. It's great. It's to the floor, a really nice silhouette. The plunging neckline works well on her, and like I said, the neckline is a statement, so they've kept the jewelry very simple, which is just a very good way to style gowns like this. I'm going to give Maria Baklova 9 Oscars. She looks great, just a bit wedding-y. Next up, we've got another menswear look. We've got Lakeitha Stanfield in Saint Laurent. I really love this. We've got a jumpsuit vibe. It's giving me 70s with that huge shirt collar going over the top of the jumpsuit. We can see that it's incredibly structured, that structured shoulder. It's kind of giving me like military vibes with the chest pockets, that gold belt. We can see he's got his nail painted. He's got sunglasses on. It's like edgy 70s vibe. I really like this. And again, it's nice to see something different than a fucking boring black tux at the Oscars. I understand it's black tie, but do you know what I mean? Just, it's a red carpet. Give me something different. And this is what Lakeitha is doing. I love this. This and Ashton Sanders, I would wear both of these looks. They are sick. I'm going to give Lakeitha Stanfield 10 Oscars. I don't need to say no more. Here we've got Anaria DeBose in Atelier Versace. Versace always nail it, in my opinion. They always get the colors right, the fit right. There's always this like edgy, like sexy vibe, but that is Versace. Like that is the brand Versace. This like tangerine orange color, it looks so beautiful on her skin. And then she's got that like nude kind of like metallic gold platform heel. She looks great. Like, it just works, like all of the cutouts, like the flashes of skin, breaking it up. There's something kind of 80s about it as well, I feel like, with like the ruching, the way the ruching's been placed. And then she's got like the nude nails, again, the very simple jewelry, letting the neckline do the talking. It's just fantastic. She looks so amazing. I think when it's a red carpet, it's so important to get a colour that is just going to make you look like you're glowing, you're beaming, like you're full of life. And this is exactly what Versace have done with this tangerine colour on Ariana DeBose. So for that reason, 9 Oscars. Okay, back to the bad looks. I do apologise, Bianca Awana. I don't get it. It's this gold lame pleated moment with this like lacy camisole underneath, and then it's like the jacket, again, it's been pleated, but they've kind of been like put into place so they can't really move. Like you can see when you zoom in, like they're coming open and you can see the pocket detail. I don't get it. To me, it doesn't really give her much of a silhouette at all. It's just very like across and down. It's like if you're wearing a sleeveless jacket like that, I think the trouser should be a lot more tailored so we can see a silhouette underneath. But the fact she's got that really wide trouser in that gold lame pleated fabric, it's just giving her too much volume on the bottom half, and that long coat over top is just not helping. I don't understand. It's not Oscars red carpet to me at all. I don't like it. I just don't understand it. And then it's like these weird tabs on the sleeves that kind of look like bulldog clips. It doesn't make any sense. And like, I feel so bad when I sit here and I'm like, I don't like the outfit, but it just doesn't work for me at all. I'm sorry, Bianca Awana, this is 2 Oscars. Next up, we have Chloe Zhao. I don't know who she's wearing. Again, I'm sorry, this is one I really don't like. I really don't understand it. It's just, we're at the Oscars. This is a red carpet event and it just looks very casual. It's like, you can imagine someone wearing this dress in the daytime on a Saturday with like sandals to like go meet friends for drinks, that kind of vibe. And like, it's the fact she's got like white sneakers on. To me, they look like Adidas Stan Smiths. And it's not red carpet. Read the invitation, read the event. It just doesn't make sense. Like, it's a nice dress on her, but it's not a nice dress for the Oscars. I'm sorry, Chloe Zhao. I am sorry. I feel like I've just read you, but I'm gonna give Chloe Zhao 3 Oscars. I'm sorry, Chloe Zhao. Next up, we have Marley Matan. No. I don't know what to say. I don't understand. The first thing this look makes me think of is Hocus Pocus, and it is just such a strong like witchy vibe, and it's a statement, but for me it's like the wrong reason. We've got this like black and silver like paisley floral like embellished fabric. And like the silhouette of the actual dress is nice if you took the sleeve away, and then someone's like put on this huge, literally a wizard sleeve to the floor in a different metallic fabric that looks like stars, and you can see that there are like different sheer layers to it. I just don't understand. It's very costumey. That's the thing. It's not fashionable at all. It's, yeah, do you know what I mean? This could easily be like a dress from Hocus Pocus, and like her hair looks great. She's serving up some like Hollywood glam with like the hair, the makeup, but the dress is just, I'm sorry, Marley Matan, it's one Oscar for me. There have been some really amazing looks at the Oscars this year. Amanda Seyfried has to be my best dressed, and Questlove in the gold metallic Crocs, that has to be my worst dress. Like, I'm sorry, you just, Crocs at the Oscars, people, no. It's not okay. Please let me know in the comments who was your best and worst dressed from the Oscars red carpet, and I've also left a few articles linked in the description so you can check out plenty of the other looks that I've not mentioned in this video. But what you should do next is check out my fashion expert reviews, Grammy Red Carpet 2021. I'll leave it linked in the top screen here for you guys. But thank you so much for watching, and a massive thank you to everyone who has subscribed. We're creeping up to 20k, which is just insane. So yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.